Persimmons ripen in late autumn. These cheerful orange fruits delight us with their appearance and surprise us with their taste. The benefits of persimmon. These berries, persimmon fruits are classified as berries, have a delicate flavor and contain a variety of beneficial nutrients. In some countries, persimmons are even called the paradise apples. This promising name is attributed to their ability to promote overall health, improve appearance, and help people live an active, long life. The benefits of persimmons are largely determined by their nutritional content. Just 100 grams, the average weight of one persimmon, provides 1% of the daily recommended fats and proteins and 11% of carbohydrates. Around 73% of the daily intake of vitamin C. About 25% of the daily iron requirement, almost 7% potassium, about 3% calcium, and just under 4% phosphorus. Nearly the entire B vitamin complex, with pantothenic acid, B5, surpassing the daily requirement by 152%. Among trace elements, iodine, 40%, and cobalt, 36%, are the leaders. Persimmons also contain the following beneficial components: pectin and fiber, chromium, rubidium, manganese, copper, molybdenum, lithium, zinc, vanadium, boron, aluminum, selenium, essential and non-essential amino acids, phytosterols and tannin, lutein and zeaxanthin, organic acids, vitamin A and beta-carotene. Importantly, persimmons contain no cholesterol and very little purine bases. The fruit is sweet and delicious, making it an excellent dessert that can replace sweets and pairs well with cottage cheese and yogurt. In addition to its nutritional value, persimmon has many health benefits and properties essential for human well-being. Persimmons can provide antipyretic, anti-inflammatory, and analgesic effects, anti-tumor and immune-boosting properties, calming effects that reduce irritation and anxiety, antioxidant effects, help fight mutagens and neutralize free radicals. Persimmons positively impact hormonal balance, stabilize metabolism, aid digestion, and help normalize cholesterol levels in the blood. The astringent effect of tannin neutralizes toxins and absorbs harmful substances. The combination of vitamins and minerals accelerates regeneration, promotes rejuvenation, stabilizes cell membrane integrity, and prevents cell destruction. Because of its varied properties, persimmon is used medicinally in several countries. In Korea, persimmons are eaten as an anti-inflammatory remedy. In Thailand, they are used to fight intestinal parasites, helminths. In Tajikistan, persimmon juice is recommended for anemia. In Georgia, persimmons are used for thyroid problems. In Japan, persimmons are included in the comprehensive treatment of atherosclerosis. How persimmon affects human organs and body systems. Persimmon, with its rich composition, impacts all organs and systems. Typically, its effects are positive, though there are some drawbacks to its consumption. We'll explain later how to choose the right persimmons, who should avoid eating them, and how to prevent any negative effects. Watch the video until the end to find out everything. For now, let's talk about how persimmon influences the body and its various organs and systems. Heart muscle. Persimmons provide potassium and glucose, vital for supporting muscle fibers, maintaining the rhythmic contraction of the heart, energizing each cell, and regulating cardiac output. Blood vessels. Spread throughout the body. Vessels benefit from the fruit's components, which help keep their walls elastic and strong. The smooth inner lining of the vessels prevents blood turbulence, reducing the risk of atherosclerotic plaque formation. Central nervous system and brain. These receive additional nutrients, enhancing their essential functions, improving mental performance, and boosting efficiency. Digestive system. Persimmon aids digestion, improving the absorption of necessary substances and cleansing the intestines of toxins. Respiratory organs. The body is cleared of excess mucus, facilitating better gas exchange and phlegm expulsion when necessary. Blood-forming organs. Blood cell production becomes more efficient, maintaining the proper levels of red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. Liver. The liver synthesizes and secretes bile sufficiently, preventing bile stagnation in the gallbladder and ducts. Liver cells are better able to perform their functions and self-cleanse from toxins. Immunity. Strengthened through improved metabolism and the body's enhanced defensive capabilities. Thyroid gland. Persimmons supply iodine, which supports the thyroid, a crucial gland regulating nearly the entire endocrine system. Musculoskeletal system. Persimmon strengthens bones and muscles, supporting physical activity and helping prevent osteoporosis. Kidneys. Persimmons improve kidney function by filtering blood plasma more effectively, removing toxins and excess water from the body. Reproductive system. Hormonal balance is stabilized, improving reproductive health. Skin. Persimmons help maintain skin elasticity and radiance, while hair gains volume and thickness. Vision. Eyes tire less quickly, and visual sharpness is preserved. By offering a wide range of benefits, persimmon helps the body combat serious conditions like atherosclerosis, which can lead to heart attacks and strokes. Chronic colitis. Note that unripe persimmons can cause constipation, while ripe ones have a laxative effect. Kidney and liver failure, which have serious consequences. Anemia, which reduces quality of life and worsens health. Depression and insomnia. Obesity. Persimmon can help prevent cardiovascular diseases, metabolic disorders, colitis, intestinal dysbiosis, immunodeficiency, and even cancer. By replacing sweets with persimmons, you can lose excess weight since persimmons are low in calories. This fruit not only fights many diseases and pathological conditions, but also supports mental and physical performance, promotes psychological balance, and prevents premature aging. How much persimmon can you eat per day, and how to choose it properly? Despite persimmon's numerous health benefits, nutritionists advise against consuming large quantities. The tannin in persimmons can hinder digestion, slow down food passage, and cause discomfort such as heaviness and bloating. If you have no contraindications, it's optimal to eat about 100 grams of persimmon pulp during the fruit season, which is roughly one medium-sized fruit. It is recommended to consume persimmons an hour or an hour and a half after a snack or 2 hours after a heavy meal. Following these guidelines ensures the absorption of all the beneficial nutrients, while the tannins and astringent substances won't interfere with the absorption of proteins and healthy fats from your main diet. Only eat ripe persimmons. Ripe fruits are non-astringent, have a sweet flavor, and usually have a jelly-like pulp. Ripeness is determined by the state of the stem and the fruit's texture. The stem should be dry and the fruit itself soft. There are around 500 different varieties of persimmons, with the most popular including Korolyak. These fruits have brownish pulp, are sweet, and non-astringent. Sharon, a hybrid of persimmon and apple with a texture similar to that of an apple. Tomato persimmon, large fruits, up to 500 grams, sweet and juicy. Honey persimmon, a slightly flattened shape, very sweet and juicy. Fig persimmon, the earliest ripening variety. To speed up ripening at home, you can store persimmons in the fridge or a cardboard box along with apples or bananas. Persimmons can be stored for extended periods by freezing them using a quick freeze method. Outside of the season, dried or sun-dried persimmons can be consumed. Some may not know the difference between the two. Sun-dried persimmons naturally lose moisture over several weeks. Dried persimmons lose moisture through a special drying process. Dried or sun-dried persimmons can be added to pies, cottage cheese casseroles, used to make compotes, or eaten as a dessert. Keep in mind that dried persimmons contain a lot of glucose, so it's best not to eat more than one per day. When making compote with dried persimmons, no extra sugar is needed. How daily consumption of persimmons affects the body. Persimmons are not like apples or oranges, available in stores year-round. Their consumption is typically limited to the fruit's ripening season, plus an additional couple of months if you freeze the fruits. Although sun-dried or dried persimmons are an option, their taste is different, and not everyone enjoys dried fruits. They also tend to be more expensive than fresh ones. However, just a few months of regular daily consumption of persimmons is enough to fortify the body with essential vitamins, stabilize its functions, and improve the health of organs and systems. With only 100 grams of persimmon per day, you can expect the following benefits: improved skin and hair, reduction in acne and pigmentation spots, as well as restored hair volume and thickness, preserved vision, decreased risk of progression in conditions like myopia and glaucoma, optimized thyroid function, ensuring it operates at its best, increased hemoglobin levels, particularly beneficial for those prone to anemia, calmer nervous system, better sleep, reduced irritability and nervousness, stable mental state, lower tendency toward depression, and reduced likelihood of panic attacks. High mental and physical productivity, enhanced performance and energy, efficient digestion, timely removal of toxins from the intestines, and support of healthy gut flora, stable blood pressure, regular heart rhythm, and reduced risk of angina attacks, effective liver and kidney detoxification, helping these organs to function properly, improved tissue regeneration, leading to faster healing of wounds and inflammation, stronger immune system, with reduced chances of chronic inflammation and cancer development. Research suggests that persimmons can reduce the duration of acute infectious diseases, speed up recovery, and alleviate symptoms. The fruit also protects brain cells from harmful influences, improving both current cognitive function and reducing the risk of dementia later in life. Persimmons, sometimes called paradise apples, protect against serious health issues like atherosclerosis, cancer, dementia, and blindness. However, despite these benefits, persimmons also have contraindications, and failure to follow consumption recommendations could negatively affect your health. Possible adverse effects and contraindications of persimmon consumption. While persimmons offer numerous health benefits, excessive consumption or using persimmons as a replacement for regular meals can lead to significant health issues. One of the most serious risks is the development of indigestion and intestinal obstruction. This occurs due to the slowing of intestinal wall motility and the formation of blockages within the intestines. Persimmons, with their astringent properties, can form clumps that impede normal bowel function, leading to symptoms like bloating and abdominal pain. In severe cases, surgical intervention may be required. Another serious complication is the formation of a gastric stone, known as a phytobezoar. These can grow to considerable sizes, potentially filling the stomach, and also may require surgical removal. Persimmon is contraindicated for the following individuals: people with diabetes, due to the high sugar content in the fruit; individuals with pancreatic diseases, those suffering from acute or chronic pancreatitis or enzyme deficiency should avoid persimmons, as the fruit's slow digestion can exacerbate the risk of intestinal obstruction; those who have recently undergone abdominal surgery or have a history of adhesions in the abdominal cavity; children and the elderly who are prone to constipation. Persimmons can worsen digestive issues in these age groups. Young children under the age of 4, as their digestive systems are not yet mature enough to process the fruit effectively. Breastfeeding mothers, as persimmons may cause colic and constipation in infants. Anyone with a history of allergic reactions to persimmons or similar fruits. While persimmons are highly beneficial for some, they can be harmful to others. It's essential to assess your health and any existing conditions before incorporating persimmons into your diet.